Clytie and her sister Leucothea were water nymphs.
Early every morning they used to come up from the depths of their river with other nymphs from neighboring streams and fountains and dance among the water plants on its shores. But with the first rays of the rising sun all the dancers plunged back into the water and disappeared, for that was the law among water nymphs. One morning Clytie and Leucothea broke this law. When the sun began to show above the hills and all the other nymphs rushed back to their streams, these two sat back on their riverbank and watched for the coming of the sun god. Then, as Apollo drove his horses across the sky, they sat and watched him all day long. They thought they had never seen anything so glorious. The god sat in his golden chariot with his crown on his head and kept a firm rein on the four fire-breathing horses. The sisters were dazzled by the glitter of the chariot and the radiance of the jeweled crown. Apollo smiled upon them and they were happy. When night came, they returned to their river, where they could think of nothing else but Apollo and his golden chariot. Before morning they fell into quarreling, as sisters sometimes will. Clytie told King Oceanus how Leucothea had broken the law of the water nymphs, but didn't say she had broken it also. King Oceanus was very angry, and shut Leucothea up in a cave. Just before daylight, Clytie went up to dance with the other nymphs as usual, and once more she remained on the shore all day to watch the sun. This time Apollo would not smile upon her, because he knew she had been unkind to her sister. When night came, she did not go down to her home at the bottom of the river, but sat on its sandy bank, waiting for the coming of the sun. And when he came again, she watched him, all day, and so on for 9 days and 9 nights. As she had broken the law, she didn't dare go home, therefore she had nothing to live on but the dew which fell from the sky, and grew so very thin. Yet she sat there and watched the sun, who never looked her way, and never smiled on her any more. At last her dainty feet took root in the loose sand, her fluttering garments became green leaves, and her face, which was always turned towards the sun, became a flower. This flower still grows in wet, sandy places and still turns slowly on its stem, always keeping its face towards the sun.